Hey everybody, it's Dak here, and welcome to our Minecraft roller coaster tutorial. While I give you what's going to be in the guide, go ahead and enjoy this little bit of a clip of a mini roller coaster I made. Hopefully you guys like it. This is kind of the idea of what I'm going to show you how to build. Basically, in this guide, I'm not going to show you how to make a giant roller coaster. I'm just going to give you the basics. Hopefully you get enough information out of it to just understand what a roller coaster is in Minecraft and how to make yours look pretty cool and unique. First off, I'm going to show you how to build the specific items like a minecart and then the powered rails and whatnot. Then I'm going to show you the basic idea of the rails and how they work, so just to make a simple minecart track. Then I'm going to show you how to make the jumps and the gaps with them. And afterward, I'm going to show you the idea of a detector rail and how I use it to blow up TNT, where that's not the only thing you can do with a detector rail, but it is one of the cooler things I think you can do. Alright guys, first off, the items that you're going to need to know how to make is a minecart. Here is the formula for crafting a minecart. You're just going to need 5 iron ingots, so let's grab these and show you how it works. Just place them like you saw above, and there you go. Now you have a minecart. The next item would be a normal rail. That's going to take 6 iron ingots and a stick. So let's grab our materials. Put your stick in the middle, kind of like a ladder, but on the outside of the ladder you just have iron ingots, and there you go, you got all these rails. For our third item, you're going to need gold ingots, a stick, and some redstone. This is going to make a powered rail. These are pretty important because this is basically how your minecart's going to go. So go ahead and put the stick in the middle, the redstone under it, put these gold ingots around it, and there you go, you get some powered rails. Our last important item is going to be a detector rail, which is going to take a stone half slab, which doesn't really fit in this item frame too well, a redstone dust, and then the iron ingots. So let's go ahead and make some of those for you, just so you can see. Put the stone pressure plate, it's a pressure plate, I said half slab before, I apologize, in the middle, and there you go, detector rails. Alright guys, for the first part on how to build the roller coaster, I'm just going to show you the basic idea of how the rails work. We're going to put down some normal rails and put our minecart on it. You just right click the minecart there. Then right click to get in the minecart. You can always push forward as if you were walking and it'll travel at that speed. But another way to gain some speed are these powered rails, which are pretty commonly used. But when you first place the powered rails down, they don't really do anything. So if you use redstone to light them up, like so, then you can place your minecart down, and once you push forward, it'll gain speed automatically. You can see how much faster I went there. They say to put it 1 every 38 blocks for the most efficiency on a powered rail. When you're building a roller coaster, I don't really think you're looking for efficiency. I hope not. But if you are, then it's 1 every 38 blocks. Otherwise, you just you want to put them, like the bottom of your uphills, or your whole uphill be a powered rail. That way you don't ever have to really push forward and the track will just take you by itself. Alright, for the next part, I'm going to show you how to build those little jumps. First of all, you're going to need a small uphill. I'm just going to make one that goes about 4 high here. And we're going to put powered rails on the uphill like we mentioned before. Oops, just so that you can gain some speed going uphill and you don't get stuck. If you don't put enough power rails going uphill, then you're not going to gain enough speed and it is going to bring you right back down. Go ahead and put my redstone torch. Let's put my redstone torch in the right place this time. There we go. And I'm going to put my minecart on here to kind of test how far this will launch me. So you'll see this launched me right off, and it went just a few blocks. So all I need to do is put some rails here, and the minecart by itself will land on those rails and automatically get right back on. I don't know what the opposite of derailing is, because I feel like the minecart railed itself just doesn't sound so right, but here we go. If I launch off the edge, I get right back on these rails, and then I can continue on in the roller coaster. Alright guys, here I'm going to show you how I use the detector rail to set off that TNT in the roller coaster at the beginning. What I created was this little loop so that it will turn around and go right back to where I started. But when I hit the detector rail the first time, what it's going to do is set off the TNT just like a redstone torch would. So what happens is when your minecart is on there, it does give a redstone signal. And then the TNT will blow up this part of the track, and then I will fall through, and you would preferably have a track under it, which I did not build this time. I'm just giving you an example here, so it doesn't matter that much. You could also use these detector rails to activate pistons, which would change the track a little bit so that it wouldn't be a one-time use just like this one, because this one blows up the track, so you would have to rebuild it whereas if you use pistons, you wouldn't have to rebuild it as much. I like using TNT though, it's kind of fun that way. So let me show you how it works. I'm going to get in, start moving forward. We activated the TNT and then went around the loop. You see the TNT blew up the track, and now this time I fall through the hole that the TNT made. Pretty simple to use. There's lots of different ways to use the detector rail. I like to use it that way because it's kind of fun. It's more of a one-time use, like I said though, so if you're looking to make a roller coaster like in a theme park, probably don't want to use TNT. The last little tip I'd like to give you guys about your roller coaster is that the thing that really makes it more fun for someone else to use your roller coaster is not exactly what the track does or how your minecart goes around it, but it's what they see when they're going through it. So like you saw in that little like wool tunnel that I made with the alternating colors, having something that looks interesting while they're going through it, or like some giant really cool builds that you have around your roller coaster, makes it a lot more fun for the person that's using it compared to having your track blow up or just a couple jumps. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and drop us a like and a comment. Join the cul-de-sac by clicking on that subscribe button, and follow us on Twitter at TheEdBoys. All links are in the description.